Welcome to All Star Fandom Reacts. I'm joined by my lovely wife Emily, and by Rufus, who's always here. He's not going anywhere. But we're gonna jump in and react to Mufasa, the Lion King. It's a prequel to the Lion King animated series, the animated movie, and along with the new live action movie that came out a few years ago. So we're gonna we're gonna jump right into it right now. All right, ready? On one, two, and three.
It's time. I'll tell you a story. A story of a cub, not much bigger than you.
So just to be clear, we're not in this story?
There's a lot of stories with all of us. Tell one of those.
Long before they became legends, Mufasa and the prince who would come to be known as Scar became brothers.
Hello, what's your name?
Mufasa.
I told you to wait for me. We can't just leave him here.
Rules are rules, Tucker.
Wait, they just found
King
Star?
will never accept a stray. I'm not a stray.
Say that again?
Just lost.
Oh wait, Mufasa's the stray.
We do not associate with outsiders. Tucker is the future king. We must protect the bloodline.
But, Dad, I saved his life. I have a secret, Mufasa. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother.
Sometimes I get a scent. It's barely a trace on the wind. And it smells like home. Then it's gone.
You and Tucker together, that is home. Now both of you go. Find your place in the circle of life.
The circle is broken. There will be one Lion King.
Mufasa, run!
We must fight together. If we fight, we die. Just to be clear, I never signed up for this.
I'm here to protect you, my brother.
Mufasa! This was a bad idea! We're alive! I did it! I saved us!
You were saying?
Dude. Whew. I don't know, man.
Okay,
I might not make it through that.
So let's start this way. So let's do this. Just to go through it once more.
Mufasa the stray? Was that picked up?
Like
I think Mufasa is a
Orphan
stray.
becomes king.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
yeah, so I
Tucker,
think-
is that who Scar is, or Tucker is Scar's brother?
So I think Scar. Well, from what I understand, Mufasa was getting ready to drown to be attacked by crocodiles, and Scar saved him, and then took him back to his pride.
So yeah, so Scar really has a genuine beef because he's in line.
For the throne?
He's in line for the throne. Scar
For
is
the
the only
throne.
one of blood, but he becomes.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Oh goodness.
So now
Yeah,
it's
what do you
starting
think
like
about it?
to make sense.
It is
Man,
now.
that's gonna be wild, dude.
Well, I was a little confused at first with the British accent. Not gonna lie, I'm like, okay, who I was trying to remember whether or not
Sort of connecting it to that.
Yeah, does make sense. Like maybe that's how they're trying to like make it a different pride
True.
because they're using different like accents. Maybe I'm getting too deep into
No,
it.
I think just through that trailer alone, I'm more inclined to see it because I only want one thing in that trailer. Rufus. Just one thing, not one thing in that trailer, but one thing in that movie. The juxtaposition of and the reversal of when Scar held Mufasa and killed him, he didn't save him. Reverse that. Mufasa is saving Scar like that, and he saves him. That makes that part where Scar kills him way more impactful now if you know Mufasa saved him in a very similar way. I hope that happens.
Well, I'm looking at that trailer and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so Scar, like you said, has a legitimate beef with. First off, he brought him into the Pride, which he was an outsider, right? So obviously Mufasa is lost, and now I don't know, something obviously happens where Scar's father didn't think Scar was able to lead for him to make Mufasa the king of the Pride, right? Man, we trying to
happen.
look.
That's what...
Yeah, like something
No,
had to happen for him not to be the king, and then for them not to even be like legitimate brothers.
Yeah, they're
and then Mufasa is still the king.
I always thought they actually were brothers.
This is a Loki Thor sort of situation here, man.
Yeah, man. They are taking the Lion King.
Like it would be Loki.
Loki would end up being king other than Thor. Yeah.
They're taking this to like another level, man.
Well,
like for real.
Look at it this way. We've always talked about like the remakes or the live action remakes of our Disney classics. Like just sort of kind of leave them alone. We really don't need the live action. This is what they should start doing.
Okay, see, that's where I'm not sure. Like,
just
I'm gonna
brand new movies.
Yeah, you already got the characters. You can do a prequel or continuation. You don't retell the same story.
Well, no, I get that, but I'm like, couldn't they done cartoon for this instead of live action?
I don't think a cartoon
anymore.
would have done well. I don't think a cartoon story for Mufasa would have done well, considering the fact that they're trying to move more to live action.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the cartoon, just like Despicable Me 4 just came out. Even you had the Harold and the Purple Crayon movie just came out with cartoon, with animation and realism. So I mean, but a lot of these animation studios are moving to live action because they are noticing like people are really, really enjoying these live action films.
That makes sense. I think I'm just nostalgic for the cartoon and the emotion.
The cartoon? And, well...
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you think this is going to be a musical, or do you think this is going to be like a straight-up movie?
No, I think given
like
the
Jungle
cast,
Book.
given the cast, I think given the cast, because Beyonce's daughter is a voice in the movie too, and Beyonce is pretty well connected with this movie and The Lion King too for some reason. So I would think there's going to be new songs somehow or new music, because they dropped a whole new album for the other live action one that they did, the most recent one. Okay. But to your thought about animation, we won't see 2D animation again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That was sort of like the Renaissance to Disney. And then we moved to like 3D stuff. I don't think that would have been well received like that. I don't know. I think you've already started this live action thing with the first Lion King. You got to go back to it because they're tying it in by Rafiki telling a story.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I really do like how they started off, how you have Timon and Pumbaa there at the beginning.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
So they're telling, and obviously that cub, I think that's who Blue Ivy is voicing, Simba and Nala's kid. I think that's who she's voicing too.
That would make
so sense. Yeah, so that's going to be, I mean, the Carters are connected with that movie. Good grief. But anything else you want to add to that? Because I'm more excited about that. Because I get back to it. Give me original stories. That's what I wanted to get back to.
Yeah.
Give me original stories like this, so I don't have to go in and be like, okay, well, they took what's that guy from Mulan? What was the main guy from Mulan? Not the villain, but her love interest. Do you remember?
Love interest? I forget his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty Boy. That's what they called him.
In the live action movie, they completely removed him, I think. And they just took him out. No love interest, no nothing. Which they didn't need a love interest. They could have just been partners, but they erased them all off the paper. But just tell me different stories, new stories with the same characters we know.
Yeah.
I think that's what
I'm excited for it.
December 20th is the date. That's a good Christmas
I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a great movie to take the family to go see.
Yeah, I'm more excited about this one than a lot of the ones that have come out recently for the live action remakes, especially when we're using like CGI to get emotions out of lions that look real. Like
the story now. They hooked me with that. Like the orphan became king. Because like I went in assuming that it was going to be like it would be Scar who was an outsider and Mufasa brought him in. So I just want to know the story. Like,
yeah, what sent Mufasa?
What made Mufasa who he was?
Or do it?
And I guarantee you, it's gonna be a point in that movie where Scar is gonna actually save Mufasa and get the scar. It's gonna be in that movie, and everybody gonna be like, "Oh
Mufasa
no!"
saving Scar.
Yeah, or Mufasa saving Scar too. Is what I think.
I think that would make because then it would make what Dion said that earlier. Because then it would make what happened in the Lion King more tragic. Because it was like
more devastating.
Mufasa had to save Scar.
Exactly. Remember when boy James Earl Jones gave all that voices like Scar, brother, help me. I felt every syllable of those words, man. Like every syllable.
I'll tell you, man, one of the greatest voices ever in cinema, James Earl Jones.
I'm gonna bring my tissues. I already know.
Yeah, for that one.
Yeah. There's something. It's Disney. They're gonna do something.
Well, anything else left to say about Emily? Anything left?
No, I got it all.
Rufus, anything you got?
No, I'm good. Let's get to the next one.
All right. Well, that was our reaction to Mufasa, the Lion King. It comes out December 20th. Jay-Z and Beyonce are connected with it. We can't wait to see it.
Jay-Z
by association.
Okay.
Hey, he's just gonna throw him in there.
He did. Just kidding.
By association. But
hold on. But before we end, it always makes me think of that, like when the hyenas are like, Mufasa.
Yeah. Say it again.
Mufasa.
All right. Well, that was an episode of All Star Fandom Reacts. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Do all the social media stuff. We're over on TikTok and Instagram at All Star Fandom Show, and over on YouTube at All Star Fandom, obviously. So again, thanks for joining us. That's been our reaction. Until next time, peace.